I do not have my pen. Hello, family. Welcome to another episode of Resilience with Olivia. That's me, y'all. It's been a wonderful Sunday. It's beautiful where I'm at today. It's been a sunny day, peaceful day today. It was a good worship day today. Did some good time with God today, y'all. But I hope your week has been a blessed one, a good one. Even despite whatever's going around you or in your life, I pray that it was a good one because we're alive, we're here, and God has given us purpose, guys. God has given us purpose. So celebrate that. Start celebrating you. The small parts, the small wins, just waking up, opening your eyes, praying, stepping out into the world, finishing that task today, on that job, completing an assignment, completing an episode, completing a written part of your manuscript or your book. Celebrate all the little things, okay? I want you to remember that. So, guys, today I have a wonderful, wonderful gentleman coming before us that's going to educate us. We're going to get inspired by his story, and I am just excited to have been connected to him and to hear what he's doing, to hear what his investment group is doing out in South Africa, guys. I am very, very excited for today to talk to LaVell, guys. He is an entrepreneur. He's an investment. He's an educator. He's a Black man. And I just have to say that. I really have to say that. And I'm grateful. I am grateful for him to be here. I really am, guys. So much ado, the CEO and founder of Yahudah Investment, guys. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he's been doing, his investment group has been doing, and let's celebrate some new Black history in the making right now, guys. Hello, LaVell. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. Doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I am excited for today. I have been edged up about today for a while. I was like, this is a treat today. Like, this is really a treat. And, I'm going to hit the cliche like everybody, me in Black History Month, of course. But anyway, celebrate us every day, every month. But I am just grateful that you're here. I really am. So tell us a little bit about who you are.
Yeah, sure. My name is LaVell Walton, born and raised in Seattle, Washington, right here in the divided states of America, right? Background growing up in the streets, pretty much in Seattle in the Central District. I was kicked out of the studio. I was doing music, hip hop artist since 7 years old. Yeah, and I was kicked out of the studio at age 17 because I wasn't staying in school and taking care of my business. So once I got kicked out, I took my butt to school. Yeah, I said, oh, nah. They said, if you're not going to go to school, you can't be here at the studio. So I took my butt to school. And I actually found a new passion for growth and knowledge and just elevation in many forms. And so I went on ahead and went to school and started learning more things as far as in business, relationships, social awareness, et cetera, et cetera. And long story short, many years later, I'm going to date myself here. Yeah.
Stop it.
But yeah, many years later, I found myself with a desire, a fire inside of me to go to the continent, to the Motherland, and find out, I guess you could say, reclaim my identity and who we are as a people. And led me back to South Africa. I've been to about 3 countries, but South Africa has a special place in my heart, and lived
Right.
out there for about 2.5 years. And I'm just now getting back to the U.S. Matter of fact, just got back here in December, so not long at all.
Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Down there digging some roots in the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. So before we dive into it, tell me your definition, your meaning of resilience.
Yeah, my definition of resilience, the heart, the drive, the passion to never quit. In other words, I won't stop until I win. I think that's resilience.
Oh,
Won't stop until I win.
Oh, that's good. I haven't heard that one yet. Never stop until you win. Oh, that's another quote. I gotta find my pen. I take notes. I sit here with my notebook and my pen, and I take notes. And I got my pen. Okay, I guess I'm doing electronically now in my phone. Because I got to quote you on that. I'm gonna have to rewind this when we get through. Write that down. That's good. That's good. I really don't know. Seriously, I've been thinking about doing like a compilation of all of my guests, their meanings of resilience. Anyway, okay, I'm going down the rabbit hole. But anyway, that was
good.
That was really, really good. So I'm loving that you got your act together. And to see something more with your life, that's amazing. No, seriously, because man, I think I probably just got my act together, believe it or not, probably 3 years ago, maybe. But anyway, yeah. Really getting serious.
Sometimes it takes challenges.
Man, look, you know what? To be honest, though, like when I lost my son, it'd be almost 5 years ago in June. I think that's what made my light bulb really click. Like, man, like life is not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to really figure out what our purpose is on this earth and just dig into it. Just do it. Not caring what people thinking and what they're saying. And yes, you want to carry, because you want to carry some integrity, have some character, but forget the noise. I have to keep telling myself to forget the noise, and just dig in and tune myself to God. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just glad again that you found you and got some purpose. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Yahudah Investments. Wherever you want to begin, give us some backstory, a little history, and boom.
Yeah. Yahudah Investments. It started in the fire. It required a lot of resilience. It required a lot. When I went out to South Africa the first time, it was to let me take a step back. In 2021, I first went to Ghana. And my heart, my passion at that time was literally just community development. I wanted to grow in a community that basically getting rid of our phones and laptops and just completely disconnecting off-grid, self-sustainability, growing our own food as a community and working together, just collaboration, kind of going back to the days when technology wasn't as popular, right? It was still growing. Yeah, it was still growing industry and very few devices in order to have that kind of access that we have today.
Right.
That was the goal, and things didn't pan out. And about a year afterwards, in 2022, I went down to South Africa, and I still had that in my spirit to have that community development, but things might be looking a little bit differently. Nevertheless, it was still a passion for me. And lo and behold, you fast forward to 2023, started a company with a group of folks, and we were kind of moving that direction. Things had to be dissolved, but I continued the passion. I still have myself, a couple of my business partners. We still work together in this mission with Yahudah Investments. We just acquired hundreds of acres of land in South Africa, raw land, ready for development, ready for business partnerships to make things make sense. So then that way we would have something that we could actually call our own and be able to build it on our own terms. In other words, if people have the idea of a Black Wall Street, This can be built on our own terms. If people have an idea of off-grid sustainable living, it can be built on our own terms as a collective. If it's multiple communities on this land, just doing it on our own terms, basically. Yeah.
Nice. So you all, like you're saying, you building your little town, your city. That's what I'm picturing in my mind.
Yeah. That's right. And the idea is like, I realize everyone has a different vision for how they want to live their life. And some people may want to have their own style of community. That's fine. At the end of the day, you need the place and a space in order to do so.
Yeah.
And our goal with Yahudah Investments was to identify a good place, a good space, location, everything, right? So we're able to be off-grid while at the same time convenient enough to a nearby neighboring city, a large city. Being able to have the proper things like water and electricity, being able to have access to those things, we have that. Being able to have the access to growing our own foods and agriculture, community gardens, whatever we want, we have that. That was something that was important to us, and we found it. And now it's the dream is actually a reality, just a developing reality, if that makes sense.
Wow. Yes. Some hard work put in, some sweat and tears. Look.
A lot of both. A lot of both.
Oh my goodness. So how can one become involved in this, what you guys are doing?
Yeah, well, we went through a revamping stage, even from our website to some of the corporate structure that we were developing. So if people want to get a hold of us and learn a little bit more, the best way to do it right now is to send us an email and we'll check to see if you're really interested. Then we will invite you to our summit webinar. In fact, we have one coming up. I think it's on March 16th, Sunday, March 16th. And I think another one might be on Saturday, the 15th. I'll double check. But if people email us, yahudah.info@gmail.com. I set up the Gmail because it seemed like it's a lot easier for a lot of folks to get access to that. We were having issues with website emails. So Yahudah, YAHUDAH.info@gmail.com. Simply email us. We'll check to see if you're serious, invite you to our summit webinar, and then we'll begin to build from there. You can see exactly what we've got in mind and what we have, and we'll go on and grow on.
Okay. I'm getting this pulled up so people can see it. Okay, where did it just go? Lovely.
I did see it for a second. Oh, there it is.
I know, right? It just like came and it disappeared. Hey. Technology, sometimes it's your friend and sometimes it's not. It's like, okay, you just be on my side forever, I'm just saying.
That part.
And I've been like that part for real. Okay, there we go. Now, is that right? Yahudah.info@gmail.com. Yes. Okay. Technology. Gotta love it. Yeah. Guys, reach out. This is phenomenal. Okay. Now, speaking of technology, so talk a little bit about the long-term growth of the investment.
The long-term growth. Yeah. Well, what we did establish is the rights to do residential, agriculture, and commercial development. So the long-term growth, it's in alignment with the plan that O.W. Gurley had in 1905 with Black Wall Street when he first bought the land in Oklahoma. Yeah. And so what his goal was basically, or what I've learned from it, just researching it myself, is to basically have self-sustainability and circulate our income, our monies. And lo and behold, 15 years it took to develop that Black Wall Street and the Greenwood district, 600 plus businesses, post office, airport, school buses, all these different things, right? All these great conveniences. It took them 15 years. And then on the 16th year, if you will, it was bombed, it was destroyed. Well, I look and I say, just learning from what happened in history is that the right idea, great idea, it can be duplicated in a better location than, here in the States. Why not back home on the motherland, right? And in a country that is very adaptable especially for us coming from the States. And it's not just so that we can have our own Black American community. No, the idea is to be able to build with and grow with our own folks, even if you're from South Africa or you're from the US or wherever you're from, being able to build and grow something. So our sustainable and long-term plan is to be able to have all those types of securities and conveniences while still maintaining self-sustainability. So being able to have a great blend of everything our forefathers and foremothers had developed before, and just this time over there, and being able to have blended communities. The idea is it won't be easy initially. That's something I've learned. It won't be easy initially because you're having to learn the different cultures, right? South Africa learning how we are from the UK or from the US or Canada or wherever. And then those of us from the diaspora going there and learning the culture there as well. But it should become easier for our children and their children and their children. We just have to go through and be resilient, just like the show.
Exactly. That's good. And pass it down, teaching them. Oh, I'm excited because as you're talking, I just been imagining, I'm picturing this land, this already this built community coming together, and the prosperity from it. I'm not just talking about like money, growing, but the wealth of culture, the wealth of community. To have, and then in a whole nother part of the world, as I believe all Black folks is connected to it, everybody have their opinion, as you say. I just think it's deep and rich to have that. Man, I'm just excited.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
I just want to add to it. Think of it this way. Imagine the people who are like, oh, I don't necessarily want to move to Africa. You don't have to. You heard of the thing called Airbnb? Have you heard of investing abroad, multiplying, duplicating your money all over the place?
Yes.
Because other nationalities of people are already doing it.
Exactly.
And guess where they are investing? The same place they're telling you to stay away from. And then when they get mad, they throw a racial slur saying, well, you need to go back to Africa. But isn't that the same place they give you the wrong idea about? Well, I've lived over there for 2.5 years, and I'm telling you the truth. They did a very good job of giving us the wrong idea. But there's a lot of folks traveling and seeing, oh my goodness, it is doable. So why not inform? Why not establish things? Why not go visit and see? I partnered with a tour company that will facilitate our people going over there and checking it out. In fact, China just set up tourist relationships with South Africa. So in other words, they're trying to see more people from different nationalities going to go see these different countries. You've got East Arab and Indian people going up to Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, and checking it out. But yet we don't really see it. And for me, I'm like, well, why don't we build, even if you don't live there, and create more trade lines? Even if you decide, if you say I'm going to stay in New York City, but I don't mind having 3 tiny homes over there in South Africa and rent them bad boys out. And I'm getting money from that side and getting money from this side. Yeah, that's genius. That's brilliance.
Right.
But to do nothing and say nothing, you'll get nothing. So,
come on now. Woo, I don't know. I'm just excited. My stomach it's just burning up. Like, oh my God. I just gotta figure this piece out. I'm gonna do this slowly though. I'm gonna connect these pieces though. I don't want to be burnt again. Anyway, I move a little bit too fast for myself sometimes. I have to tell myself, "Dog, slow down and really plan it." But anyway, this is so. You know what? Can you just share a little piece of moment while you were living over there in Africa? Like, just kind of draw us a picture, a vision. I just want to know a moment. I don't know if it's the culture, the people, the food, education, the knowledge. Just a little piece of. Just give us a little nugget.
Yeah, it's all the above. Literally. So I've been to Ghana, Botswana, and South Africa, and I have a number of other countries to go and see. But those three I spent some time in. Botswana has a good city area called Gaborone, and then a lot of it is kind of vast land, so it's not a whole lot happening yet. But I do see Botswana growing. Ghana is obviously attracting a lot of folks from the States, reconnecting to because of the slave trades. It's growing. It's developing. In fact, I think Ghana's infrastructure, as far as the continent, is I think they're number 32 out of the 54 countries in terms of infrastructure. And I think 12th in GDP. And that's really happening because of the tourism and a lot of Black Americans moving that way. Well, South Africa, just to give you all a heads up, I'm sorry, I'm going to promote it because it's near and dear to my heart. I love South Africa and I love the people. I would say doing my research, South Africa in terms of GDP and infrastructure is number one.
Wow.
It's number one on the continent. So what was my life and my experience like? Well, as far as infrastructure, conveniences, buildings, businesses, cities, streets, roads, everywhere, it's the exact same in the States.
Wow.
The exact same as far as that is concerned.
Yeah.
But as far as the people, the language, the food, the cultural relevance, the history, it's not the exact same. Now, some are westernized when you go to the cities. That's to be expected.
Right.
That's anywhere. You can go to Ghana, you can go to Hong Kong. You'll see Western influence in the cities, but it's when you start moving a little bit out of those cities, that's when you get a taste of what's real. And you find out that a lot of the folks in the city still have connection to their traditional or cultural roots. One thing I did, and I was so appreciative of this, Don, I ate the food that everyone else was eating, as far as the cuisines, the traditional food. I ate that. I took my shoes off and walked the earth, had my feet on the grass. My blood began to remind me who I am and whose I am.
Wow.
Able to reconnect with the power of knowledge, of knowing that my ancestors walked these lands, grew food here. It is like that. And when you start talking with the peoples and building those genuine connections, now we're not dumb. Obviously, we know everybody don't have good intentions. Shoot, they all don't got good intentions here in the States. So we're not dumb, right? But there are some who really do. And what you'll find is, what my experience was, there are a lot of people out there who are just living their life. And if you have a genuine, and they're looking for genuine connection.
Right.
There's a term called Ubuntu. What that means is I am because you are.
Wow.
And you are because I am. In other words, if we were looking at it from a biblical term or trying to compare it that way, it would be love your neighbor as you love yourself. That same concept. That's been my experience. Really seeing it, feeling it, smelling it, tasting it, touching it. It's real. It's authentic. But again, like I said, everybody's not, some people got ulterior motives, just trying to optimize, right?
People gonna be people.
People gonna be people, but you do get a lot of good connection out there with folks, and that's been my experience.
Oh, this sounds so rich. Oh my goodness. So how does that just empower you? Can you explain it in any words? Look, can you?
You know what? If I were to explain it in one word, and I mean this with all transparency, limitless.
My God.
That's how I feel. I feel limitless. I feel like whatever it is, I can do it.
Right.
How? It'll come to me. Where? It'll come to me. When? It'll come to me. But the what? I feel limitless about the what.
My God.
There's so many opportunities, so much that's available. And not just money, but I mean, even if you want to just disconnect from society and just live off grid, the idea. A buddy of mine, he and I, we went to, the first time I went to Ghana, he said something that stuck with me. And that's what I mean by limitless.
Mm-hmm.
When we were at the airport in Seattle, Washington, we were headed over to New York, and then from New York, we were going to go to Ghana.
Okay.
I was telling him, I was like, you know what, man, when we go over there, I'm going to have my eyes open to see what kind of business opportunities, what things we can do that will be beneficial on all areas, from those of our folks over here in the States and those folks on the continent. We're going to figure some ways. He said something that stuck with me, Don. And that was in 2021, July 19th, 2021. He said, man, I just want to go and live.
What? He sound like me.
Yeah, I didn't know it was possible. I'm coming from the city. I'm coming from the hood. I'm coming from the area where it's like, nah, you got to go get it and come back with it. Nah.
Right.
You know, to just live.
Man.
I didn't even know that was
possible. Look.
Possible. Like,
it just sounds like freedom.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's stuck, and it's still in me. It's just the idea to just live. It's still with me.
Man.
And
Man.
So limitless. Yeah.
That's limitless. Okay. Oh, that goes with my word for 2025, elevation. I'm so serious. Yeah. Elevate is what it's all about this year. I know I keep hearing everybody talking about manifest. Limitless. Why not? Live. Oh my God, it sounds just so peaceful. It just sounds
yeah.
I can't explain what I'm feeling right now. I'm one of those persons, I don't know, I feel everything. I feel the words, I feel the air, the breeze, the grass under your feet. And anyway, I'm one of those type of people.
No, you're good. No, I'm with you 100%.
And I'm over here just imagining it, picturing what you're saying. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just can't believe it's probably the air just probably feels different. I don't know, it's just me, imagining. But yes, oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm just like, just
trust me, when I heard all this, that was me
living through you right now, living through you. So, oh my goodness. So speak a little bit more on how you could see the unity and the economic empowerment playing a role in reshaping the narrative. How you were saying they did a good way of keeping us away from there, speaking, down about it or whatever. How do you think this will play a role in reshaping that narrative, flipping the script, as they say?
Yeah, I think there's a few key factors for it to happen, but I do think unity or reunification is possible.
That's good.
And I do see it making way more sense to our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren than it would be for many of us, because we're the generation that has still been divided, but we're the generation who can force ourselves to reconnect, despite the challenges, despite the opposition against us, or every reason or excuse to keep us from doing it. But the key factors in order for us to do so, I would categorize it in two areas, and this is something we've been working diligently on with Yahudah Investments to assist our people with this. The first key factor I would say is return and reconnect.
Right.
I think a lot of the folks in the diaspora, not just in North America, but in the Caribbean, South America, Europe, Asia, Australia, return to the continent and reconnect, even if you're just returning for a visit or just go and see. You must see it for yourself. You cannot depend on just what everybody else is saying. It's good if you trust that other people are having some good experiences, but you need to return and reconnect, because you're also going to see, especially on social media, you'll see one or two people or a few people who did not have a great experience. They were at a hotel and they just didn't like the way somebody said something, or the food upset their stomach, and that's one thing. If you go to some countries, the food will upset your stomach because it's raw, it's real. It's
right.
No GMOs,
Exactly.
no high fructose corn syrup and all
that part.
But that's crucial, is the return and reconnection.
Yes.
The second thing, the second area, I think it's going to be huge for both sides, those who are continental and those in the diaspora. It's going to be the willingness and the stick-to-itiveness to learn, unlearn, and relearn.
That's good.
That's going to be extremely critical.
Mm-hmm.
It's for everyone to learn, unlearn, and relearn who we are as a people and how important it is that we connect and never disconnect again. And if I were to add a third thing, it may sound funny, but I really do mean it. Intermarry, start having children.
Hey, look, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Intermarry, start. Not everybody will do so because, some folks might, already be in a marriage and be like, no, we don't want to do all that. That's fine. I'm not talking about that. What I am talking about is there are some of us who have an opportunity to do that.
Right.
As they say, single, free to mingle. Intermarry, have children, give your children and those new children, and they have to grow and have children. Let that be possible. Then no one will ever be like, oh, you're from the diaspora. No, diaspora means scattered. We're not scattered. We're all together now. Now what?
That's good. Right. Right. So, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
To procreate, build families. Why not? And that way you teach them, generation after generation, and you building. Yes. Community.
And the story that they'll learn our story, Don. They'll hear, let's say 60 years from now, they'll hear about what we went through.
Right.
And they'll be like, oh, that was my grandmother or my great-grandmother. That was my grandfather, my great-grandfather. They went through this and that, and there were challenges and oppositions. And they'll look around and say, that's not the world we live in now. But I'm so glad they put the fight up. They were resilient. They decided, now we're going to do this.
Yes.
You know, and they fought through it, and they did not quit until they won. And look at where we are today. That's what the expectation is. We're growing a tree for the fruit and shade we may not enjoy, but our children and grandchildren must.
Oh my God. This is amazing. I'm sorry. To me, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, as they say, and this is just it. Such a time as this. I'm just like, okay, God, here it is. Let's work this out, because I want to be connected and I want the world to know. So I am grateful that you are here and giving them your time, educating us. So recap, please, one more time before we sign out of here. Recap about Yahudah Investments. Tell the people about it again, please, how to get in touch with you to get more information.
Absolutely. Yahudah Investments, you guys can simply email me, Yahudah, YAHUDAH.info@gmail.com. What we are is basically an investment firm down in South Africa. We invested into raw land to be able to develop great residential communities, commercial developments for brick and mortar businesses. In other words, you can be the boss. You can establish your own company and have brick and mortar, also agricultural land so we can grow our own foods. We have hundreds of acres available for people who are interested. When I say hundreds, meaning hundreds, like we're good. For people, for business people, those who just want to buy 8,000 square feet of land and just have their own home and a swimming pool or whatever, your dream home, your vacation home, your investment home, whatever it is that you want to do. Time is of the essence. We went on ahead and did all the work prior. The rest is up to each individual. You can simply email us if you want to join our summit webinars. We got you locked in. Yeah. Oh
my God. So you all have a team together, like to help walk through this, because I'm just thinking about here in America, I don't know if it's the same out there, all the paperwork and the escrows, all that stuff, insurance and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we actually
Oh,
partnered with conveyance law firms. We now have judges and professional accountants from South Africa, even
awesome.
legal professionals from the U.S. that we are in partnership with to make the transitions and everything go smoothly. We went through a lot, Don. We went through a lot
Ooh,
to
I,
establish.
I only can imagine. Oh my
And we
goodness.
lost. I'll tell you this: we lost a lot, even
Mm,
personally, things that affected me
yeah,
personally, relationships. But at
yeah,
the end of the day, what's most important is that we don't stop. We don't quit until we win. This vision is too big. It's really from the Most High. It's something that
yeah,
is necessary, prophetic, and this is what we're doing. We already got the thing established. Now it's up to the people to say, you know what, I need to come
yeah.
see. I need
Let's
to make it
partake.
happen.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I have to spread the word. I know some people that, yes, I have to spread the word. This is, yes, yes. That's all I can say. Like, I know people like, what is wrong with her? If you all only knew. But anyway, this
I hear you.
is rich and this is amazing. So, LaVell, again, thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for giving of your time. Seriously, as I tell all my guests, time is precious. We don't get it back. And I am grateful. Thank you for sharing this with us, man, and much success to you guys. Like, seriously, because I'm about to get my feet wet. I'm about to be up in there too, because I don't know. It's just something calling me there. Something's really calling me there. I haven't visited there yet. I am going to get there. I am making it happen. And Lord willing, I'll be there. What we talked about the end of the year. Because,
Yeah, I wanted
yeah.
to. That's my apologies. We are hosting a tour for youth in December,
Yes.
and going alongside that, we're hosting another tour for the adults who want to come on down there in December. So email us because they coming down. They about to turn up. We just locked everything in. They're about to turn up.
Oh my gosh. Please send me the
There's still-
information.
I
Please send
will.
me
There's
that
still room. There's still room.
information.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is good. This is good. This is good. So, any last words before we sign off here? Any last words?
Much love to everybody. Just keep in mind that, time is of the essence.
Yes.
Home is calling many of us, at least for a visit. Don't let time keep slipping past you. Don't listen to the roars and the
Mhm.
noise on the outside. At the end of the day, nothing will happen until you make something happen. Go and see for yourself. Come. Contact us with Yahudah. We will facilitate it. We'll help you out. And then you make your own decision, your own mind, but make an educated decision. And that
Yeah.
won't happen until you educate yourself on what's going on this side. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just get up and get moving, y'all. Much love.
Yes, y'all. We have to do this. Oh my goodness. So my resilience family, this has been just an awesome evening. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. I tell you, I'm not here. I'm nothing without you guys. I'm telling you, I appreciate the support, guys. My guest, LaVell, thank you again. This has been eye-opening and some Black history in the making. I'm just saying, part of history. It really is. It's part of
It
history.
is. It really is.
Oh my goodness, my resilience family. I thank you guys for tuning in. Seriously, God bless you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And as I always say, guys, stay well, stay safe, and always, guys, always stay resilient, okay? Until next time, I love you. Blessings, guys. Blessings to you all.